That's what I started to do. And in 2 years, it changed our lives completely. As I was saying, the power of paying yourself first, I felt like I was trapped. You know, I'm pretty sure everybody has felt this way at some point, just felt trapped, right? The first job I ever got at Steak and Shake, I was flipping burgers. Sorry for all the bumps, man. This little Ford shock system ain't right, but I was flipping burgers at Steak and Shake, and I always had pride in my work, like to the point where, like, you know, I wanted to be the coldest burger flipper that, you know, ever came through this joint, right? And I feel like I did. Like, I used to be called the grill master. I took a lot of pride in my work, made sure my station was always clean. But one thing I noticed is that the people around me was way older than me, but they were still in the same spot, right? And no knock to where you at in your life. Everybody is in their own race. You know what I mean? We don't come on this channel to judge. We don't come on this channel to criticize. We come on this channel to uplift and bring people out of them deepest, darkest holes that they was in, you know? Because, like, I was there before. But when I first started, you know, I seen all the, you know, the minorities and all the messages and stuff that used to work there. And I asked them, how long you been here? 15 years, 16 years. I'm like, oh, man, like, I can't see myself doing that. And, like, you know, maybe I just thought, like, you know, this was their only opportunity with coming to America. So, like, you know, they want to hold on to it, you know? And I know that's a situation that a lot of people have, because one of the guys that trained me, Orlando, call him Neckbone, he was there 10 plus years, you know, older black fella. And I'm like, man, like, I saw that in myself and I hated it, but I didn't know what to do, right? I saw that in myself and I hated it. I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do. My very first paycheck, if you watch some of my previous videos, you'll see that, like, you know, I talk about my very first paycheck went to bills. That's what it went to. So, I never even got the chance to start to save money or even understand how to save money, right? But what I saw from my peers is that, you know, doing the same thing, they're going to be stuck in the same situation. And I'm grateful. I'm extremely grateful that I put my best foot forward every single day at work. I had a problem with showing up on time. That was my thing. But, like, once I showed up, I was the best person there, right? And I'm grateful that I even got the opportunity to showcase my skills like that, because this is how connections work. From that point on, my general manager, I was there for 6 years, guys, and I didn't know what was next for me. I was lost. I had no vision. I didn't know what was next, right? And from there, we went to the general manager recommended me to work with her brother at a steel factory, and I stayed there for 8 years. Boosted myself up. Was the highest paying guy in the shop. Was the foreman, you know, and I could have retired there, but it still wasn't enough. And it wasn't because I wasn't making enough money there. It was because I never paid myself first, ever, right? If I would have started paying myself first, instead of playing video games, instead of buying in Hennessy bottles, if I'd have paid myself first when I was in my early ages at Steak and Shake, I would have already been able to do what I wanted to do right now, right? Like, I wake up on my own time. I do what I want to do, right? But I want to constantly get better and constantly elevate. So me doing chores, me doing work isn't a chore to me, because I genuinely want to get better and I want to elevate and I want to expand my portfolio. But what I'm telling you is that if I never started to pay myself first, I never would have made it happen. I could have, if I'd have paid myself first making $10 an hour, I still could have been able to have grown wealth way before now, right? But it took me to get to the point where I'm sitting at the top of the mountain. I feel like it ain't no higher that I can go in my industry at the time. I could have went further, but then I was just going to be sitting behind a desk, pushing someone else's agenda, right? I wanted to push my own agenda. So when I started to pay myself first, all opportunities opened up. I cannot work for 3 months and pay all my bills. That's a powerful thing, because then it makes you, it gives you the courage to jump off that cliff and make it work. It gives you the courage to do things that you wouldn't do if you knew that you had to go get this paycheck to pay your bills. You knew that if you didn't show up to work, you weren't gonna have a place to go. You knew if you didn't show up to work, you weren't gonna have no gas in your car. If you didn't show up to work, you weren't gonna have no food in the house, right? But I promise you, if you use work, use it. You need to work. Everybody has to work. But if you use work and you pay yourself first, I know some people say, I can't do that, this and that. I guarantee you can. Pay yourself before you pay your bills. And then pay your bills. And then fuck over with what's ever left. That's what I started to do. And in 2 years, it changed our lives completely. Pay yourself first. You have to lock in. This is 2026, man. Like, you look up and your life can be gone. Pay yourself first. The power of paying yourself first is because can't nobody take that shit from you. You pay yourself first, can't nobody take it from you. Period. Pay yourself first. Tap in, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. Let's get it.